Alrighty, folks, we are going to hear from a presidential candidate, RFK Jr., on how he would fix the housing market. I have actually not seen this, so I look forward to seeing what he has to say. Mike, what do you got?
So this one came from a commenter, a viewer of your channel. This is Nadine Ostrowski. Hopefully I pronounced that right. And she sent us this video saying that she was curious as to yours and my thoughts on how Robert F. Kennedy was going to fix the housing market. So we're going to jump right in. It's about a minute-long clip, and we'll get his take on it.
By 2030, these giant corporations are on track to own 60% of the single-family homes in our country. But I'm not going to let that happen. When I get to the White House, I'm going to restore affordable home ownership to every American, and I'm going to do that without raising the national debt. And here's how I'm going to accomplish that feat. I'm going to create a federal program that backs mortgages at 3% financed by tax-free bonds. These mortgages are going to be available to people only, not corporations. This will drop mortgage payments by more than $1,000 a month for a medium-priced home and allow your children to outcompete BlackRock in the market. So here's how it works. Imagine that you had a rich uncle who was willing to co-sign your mortgage. Well, I'm going to make Uncle Sam that rich uncle. It's not a giveaway, it's a loan guarantee that makes that property affordable to millions of Americans who cannot now afford it. This is just one of the policies that the Kennedy administration will deploy to create millions of new home buying opportunities at payments of less than $1,000 a month. We're also going to change the tax code to get corporations out of the single-family home market. And we're going to work with municipalities to get empty lots and derelict homes back into circulation at low prices. As President of the United States, I'm going to create a housing boom in this country the same way that we did it after World War II when we made home ownership affordable for working people.
All right, Mike, so it's a popular political issue, housing affordability. What do you think on his take on how to get it fixed?
So there's a couple of ways. There's a couple of topics there. We got the 60% stuff is one topic, and then homeowners. I want to address both of those, but they're separate things in one video. First, if he's able to put together a program where owner occupants can get 3% mortgage rates and nobody else can, makes perfect sense to me. He will create a housing boom. Unquestioned housing boom.
Right.
The boom is going to be felt in prices. I'll say that again. If he creates a national program where owner occupants could pay 3%, and let's just say investors pay 9%, owner occupants will be able to pay more and have a smaller payment. Mm-hmm. So it will unlock ungodly amounts of demand. But the boom that you will hear is prices will go up 20% in a year, 25%. It will be awesome if you are an owner of real estate already. So yes, doing a program like that, it will create a boom, and the boom will be in prices. If you happen to be a homeowner that gets in the first 6 months, you win. If you're a homeowner that tries to get in the next 2 years, you lose because your payment is right back up. So that's that. I think it's mathematically correct. Now, the homeownership thing. I have read articles that kind of talk about how we opened 60% of single families owned by corporations by 2030. I think that's very, very fuzzy math. But even if it's 10%, that's a problem. And I agree that's a problem. We don't need these big corporations messing with the single family home market. But let's not try to make it bigger than it is. It's not 60, it's 10 or 15 or 20. But still, if they want to change it, he's absolutely right. It's the tax code. You could do this. You could do things in the tax code to disincentivize corporations from messing with single family homes. He's absolutely right. If he does something like that, I think it helps address that problem. But I don't think there's any chance they own 60% of the market in 2030.
So a follow-up question would be, what would you change in the tax code to get them out of it? Like quadruple property taxes for them, so it's no longer profitable? Like how exactly do you change it?
You would have to change. Yeah, you would do an occupancy. I mean, there's all kinds of things you could do. You would basically make it punitive for corporations to own homes.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And I know in some states, you know, Indiana, for example, is a state that already kind of has something like this. If you are a owner occupant, your property taxes are capped at 1%. If you're an investor, it's capped at 2%. And if you're buying commercial property or you're buying under an LLC, then your property taxes are at 3%. So they would just need to ratchet that up even more to make it more punitive, as you put it, to get them in line.
Yeah, if you want them out of the market, the tax code is the way to do it.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Here's the guarantee that I've been talking to you for so long, because I responded to Nadine on Instagram and I said, here's what I think Zuber's going to say. They're attacking demand and forgetting supply, and we will see a boom, but it will be in prices. And you know what? I got it right.
You could just do all these reaction videos for me.
Wouldn't be the same without you. Anyways, Mike, we got 2 more videos, Pace Morby and Ryan Pineda, and that's going to be in the next segment, so we'll see you there.